The Gaza-Israel conflict has triggered a range of reactions from nations worldwide, influenced by political alignments, historical ties, and humanitarian concerns. Here's an overview of the responses and potential outcomes. Welcome to the Echoes of Governance, where we dive deep into the intricate world of politics, policies, and power. Here, we explore the reverberations of decisions made by governments, from historical legacies to contemporary shifts. Through in-depth analysis, thought-provoking discussions, and diverse viewpoints, we aim to uncover how governance shapes societies, impacts daily lives, and drives global change. Join us as we amplify the voices, ideas, and forces that echo through the corridors of power, and explore the political stories that matter most. Global reactions. United States strongly supports Israel, reaffirming its right to self-defense, provides military aid and diplomatic backing, calls for minimizing civilian casualties but largely stands by Israel. European Union. Mixed reactions among member states. Some countries like Germany, France, and the UK have shown solidarity with Israel while urging restraint. Others have voiced concern over Israel's actions, calling for a ceasefire and respect for international law. Arab and Muslim nations. Strong condemnation of Israeli actions, particularly from countries like Iran, Turkey, and Qatar. Some nations, like Egypt and Jordan, which have peace treaties with Israel, criticize Israel but focus on facilitating humanitarian aid and negotiations. Saudi Arabia and other Gulf nations, despite recent rapprochements with Israel, have publicly criticized its actions. Russia and China call for de-escalation and a two-state solution. Often criticize Western support for Israel, emphasizing humanitarian concerns in Gaza. United Nations calls for immediate ceasefires, humanitarian corridors, and adherence to international law. However, the UN Security Council remains divided due to vetoes, particularly by the U.S. non-aligned nations. Many developing countries and non-aligned states express solidarity with Palestinians, condemning what they view as disproportionate force by Israel. Support for each side. Israel, supported militarily and diplomatically by the U.S., some European nations, and other allies like Canada and Australia, backed by pro-Israel lobbies and organizations worldwide. Gaza Palestinian groups, primarily Hamas in this context, supported financially and politically by nations like Iran, Qatar, and Turkey, backed by grassroots movements and activists globally who focus on human rights and anti-occupation stances. How the war might end. 1. Short-term ceasefires. Pressure from international actors may lead to temporary truces, allowing humanitarian aid. Military stalemate. Both sides could face prolonged conflict until resources or international pressure force an end. Diplomatic resolution. Mediation by key players like Egypt, Qatar, or the UN might result in negotiations, although fundamental disagreements make this challenging. Humanitarian crisis and international intervention. Escalating civilian casualties and displacement in Gaza might force greater international intervention, though it often comes too late. Regime change in Gaza or Israel. Internal political shifts could change the dynamics of the conflict, though this is unpredictable. Key challenges to peace. Deep-seated mistrust between Israelis and Palestinians. The status of Jerusalem, borders, and refugees. Hamas' refusal to recognize Israel and Israel's blockade on Gaza. International polarization and inconsistent interventions. Outlook. The war's end depends on multiple factors, including international diplomacy, military developments, and internal political dynamics in Israel and Gaza. Long-term peace requires addressing root causes, the occupation, security concerns, and mutual recognition. Without this, cycles of violence may persist. Dear viewers, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updates that echoes around. Drop your comment below. Until next time.